Over the last few days, attention has rightly been paid to the experiences of parents, mothers and fathers whose babies were adopted in the 1950s, 60s, 70s and even 80s as a result of poverty and social stigma attached to being an unwed mother. The movement for an Adoption Apologies campaign is gaining momentum, and Family Rights Group fully supports their cause. But the loss and trauma faced by adoptees and by birth parents and families isn't confined to past decades. Over the past 10 years, the number of babies subject to care proceedings within days of their birth has more than doubled in England and Wales, according to research led by Professor Karen Broadhurst and Claire Mason. Many of the parents are themselves care experienced, very young and impoverished. It's expected that mothers within days of the birth, often still bleeding from the birth, will end up in family court proceedings. In almost half of all newborn cases, the final legal outcome is placed for adoption. There's also significant regional variation. You're much less likely to get a mother and baby foster placement in northeast of England than you are in London. There's also huge variation between local authorities in what support is available pre-birth and whether hospitals rapidly discharge mothers and babies from maternity units. Domestic abuse services and other support has been devastated both by financial cuts but also during the pandemic. Some children cannot safely be raised by their parents and families, but there's much more we could be doing to enable more children to be raised safely within their family network. As attention has recently shown, the consequences for both the child and parent can be lifelong if we don't get this right.